Hey guys, Alexis here, and today we're gonna find out who makes the best cola. I'm gonna start with number one. This is number one. I'm so nervous. Okay, that has an aspartame taste, but I feel like that's the Pepsi. I'm just gonna put a P there. I don't know, guys. You know, Pepsi kind of has this aspartame fake sugar taste, so it's either Pepsi or Diet Pepsi or something diet. That's what I'm going for. Okay, number two. Shoot. Okay, so that also feels like Pepsi. Okay, hold on. If I had to rate it, this, number one, I would give a 4 out of 10. I did not like that. Number two, let's try again. I'll give that a 5 out of 10. Not as aspartame, but I feel like that's the diet, maybe Diet Coke, because I love Coca Cola. But that one has that aspartame fake sugar thing. You know what I'm talking about? Number three. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Ooh. Okay, that one, my God. I think that's the HEB one. I'm gonna say the HEB. I know there's an HEB one in here, and then there's a, what was the other brand? RC, you said? Okay, RC. So the HEB one, because it tastes good and it tastes Coca-Cola-y, but it doesn't taste like Coca-Cola, if that makes sense. Let's try number four. Ten out of 10, that's the Coca-Cola. I just know it. Okay, so here's my thing, guys. Number four and number two have a similar tasting profile. Number one and three are just so far out there. That's why I think number two is Diet Coke and number four is Coca-Cola. And then number one is something completely different, like Pepsi, and number three is HEB, I think. Or RC, I don't know, we'll find out. So now, number five. Am I an idiot? No, that's RC. That's RC. Okay, so I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. That was okay. I'm gonna write down RC because here's my thing. This doesn't have the aspartame taste that 1 and 2 have. So it's definitely an off-brand cola. And I have had all of the off-brand colas because that's what I grew up drinking. So I think this is RC or HEB. Just to go back, I think so far, Pepsi, 5 out of 5, or 5 out of 10, sorry. Diet Coke, 6 out of 10, HEB, 7 out of 10, Coke, 10 out of 10, and RC, 8 out of 10. Okay, let's try number 6. Oh no. Pause. Okay, that tastes like Coke. Number 6 tastes like Coke and number 4 tastes like Coke. Hold on. No, this number 4 is definitely Coke. Number 4 has a more well-rounded profile, in my opinion. Number 6 has to be another off-brand. I think number 6 is HEB. I'm putting my bets on number 6 being HEB. And this one also gets a 9 out of 10. That one's not bad. That one actually tastes very similar. Number 6 tastes very similar to number 4. So then I gotta figure out what number 3 is. And number 3 has a little bit of an aspartame taste. you know, fake sugar taste. So this is like 0 cal. There's a Coke Zero in here. Okay, that actually makes perfect sense. We're gonna try number 7 and see what happens. Oh, that's weird. That one's really weird. What is that? This one's strange, but I feel like this is RC now. Okay, pause. Okay, this one tastes like a cheap Coke. This has to be, number 5 has to be RC. This is very hard. This one's actually pretty good. I think I fucked up. Okay. Okay. This is not in the same container as the other ones. This is a glass bottle. I think this is a Mexican Coke. I think this is it. Just trying to figure out the flavor. Okay. So right now I'm going to talk to you guys about what I think was the fizziest, what I think was the flattest, and what I think is the best and the worst to me. So the fizziest for me, I would say, oh, dear goodness. Number 5, but not necessarily in a good way. It's not like this is the best one because it's the fizziest. It just tastes the fizziest. Because it kind of tastes like there's a little bit of unflavored soda in it. You know, there's not as much flavor as the other sodas and the other numbers. So I think number 5 is the fizziest in that regard. The least fizzy is number 7, and that's why I think it's a Mexican Coke. Love me some Mexican Coke. And I was trying to figure out, because there's a flavor at the end of number 7 that I can't put my finger on, and I think it's because it's from a bottle and it's Mexican Coke. Best flavor, I know I said this one was weird, but after trying it the second time, I really like it. So I would say best flavor is number 7, and again, I think that also just comes from it being potentially in a glass bottle or something different. It tastes like it's from something else. Number 7, best flavor. Worst flavor, I'm between 1 or 2. They both are pretty bad. Anything that has that, you guys know what I'm saying, it's the fake sugar aspartame taste. It sticks on your tongue for too long, and I do not like that. So I would say 1 and 2 have that, and number 7 has the least amount of that. Tastes like real cane sugar. I would say that this one, number 6, the one that I think is HEB, potentially, is pretty similar to number 4 and 7. And HEB does a really good job of creating flavors that are very similar to publicly labeled products for their private labeled products. And so that's why I think number 6 is HEB. This is very delicious. But it still just doesn't top number 4 and number 7. Those are my thoughts on that. I'm gonna try them again, hold on. Now I feel like I'm going crazy.
And then...
Your girl knows her cola. Okay, these are my final guesses. So, I'm 90% sure that that's Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi. Sorry, guys. Okay, now that was number 1, Pepsi. Number 2, I said Diet Coke, but let's see. Nah, dude, that's Coke Zero, I think. You could just tell there's no sugar in it, no real sugar. So I'm gonna say Coke Zero. I originally said Diet Coke because of the sugar, but now that I know that Coke Zero is there, I think that's Coke Zero. Number 3. I think that's Diet Coke. No, We're gonna try number 3 again. Okay, you know what? Not as bad as the first time I tried it. I think that no sugar taste was stuck in my mouth from 1 and 2. Number 3 doesn't really have that, so I'm gonna say this is RC, actually. It's not that bad. Okay, number 4, let's try it. Oh no. I'm just gonna stick with Coca Cola for number 4. The regular bottle of Coca Cola. This is just plastic Coca Cola. This might be the plastic Coca Cola, y'all. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna try number 5. No, that's definitely RC. It screams RC. So I'm gonna say this is RC. So then this one's something different. Number three is something different. I originally guessed RC. So here's what I think they are. I'm gonna start at 7 because I feel very confident that I'm correct on number 7. But 7 is glass bottle Coke. So this is just amazing. The flavor is top notch. You can tell it's in a different container than the other ones. And you can tell it hasn't been sitting on the shelf for 8 years. Number 6, I'm gonna have to say it's HEB. The HEB soda, because it's very similar to Coca-Cola, and HEB does a great job of that. But I'm gonna have to, my final answer is HEB. Number 5, oh dear, one more time. Yeah, number 5 is RC Cola. I believe number 5 is RC Cola because it kind of tastes like it doesn't have as much flavor as the other ones. Number 4 is Coca-Cola in a plastic bottle. Number 3, so then that makes, number 3 is Diet Coke. Number 2 is Coke Zero. And number 1 is Pepsi. Where's my prize? Can I get a prize? I really want to know what number 6 is.
Pepsi.
No way! It tastes so similar to Coke. This is not Pepsi. But okay, number 5.
Glass bottle Coke.
Did I get all of these wrong?
Kinda.
No! Wait, what's number 7?
HEB Cola.
Wait, this was the best one. Okay, I'm gonna be writing that down for later. HEB. Wait, what's number 6?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Okay, number 5 was...
Glass bottle Coke.
No way! No way! Okay, what's number 4?
RC Cola.
Okay, what's number 3?
Coca Cola.
And number 2?
Diet Coke.
Okay, so I did have Diet Coke written on there, and then I erased it and put Coke Zero, but okay, what's number 1?
Coke Zero.
Now I'm sufficiently embarrassed. I could not tell a difference. I will say, so now we know, number 7, HEB has the most flavor. I'm standing by that. This was amazing. So go to HEB if you have one near you and get their soda. My final thoughts were, I was very confident and now I'm second guessing my entire life, so.
What I meant about the soda.
Oh, right, about the soda. So my final thoughts about the soda is, you should just try this because it's much harder than I thought it was gonna be. I really thought I had it in the bag, but this was a loss, a big loss for Alexis.